What is up, guys? My name is Jason Whan, and in this video we're going to be talking about the illusion of easy superiority. So what is easy superiority? Easy superiority, in my definition, is where an individual seeks to acquire superiority over others using cheap techniques and tactics to masquerade deeper, hidden insecurities and feelings of inferiority. Now, you may be thinking, damn, that was a packed sentence, but that's how many people in this world operate. That's the life map that many people live by, thinking that such a paradigm will give them long-term life satisfaction and fulfillment. You see, a person who has intrinsic self-worth and confidence has little need to flaunt or attract other people's attention. Only a person who lacks self-esteem has, the constant need to flaunt or attract other people's attention to himself. That being said, in my opinion, it's fine to flaunt or, be the center of attention on rare occasions. Do it sparingly and it could add a little bit of flavor to life. The key is moderation and to not be dependent on it. So easy superiority is, so conspicuous in sports. You can easily tell who's a pretender and who's the real deal. In badminton, I sometimes see people who, they're just starting out and they're not particularly skilled, and they go and purchase all the latest equipment and gear, the badminton rackets, the shiny shoes, the shiny bags, they dye their hair and they're just looking like, I don't even know, K-pop models playing badminton or something. So they look like they're really good when they're not playing. And in skateboarding, this is called being a poser. So a poser is a person who just poses with a skateboard to take cool photos, but can't actually skate well enough to a respectable level. And you'll find experienced skaters have really beaten up skateboards. The tails have just been grinded down and the trucks have just also been grinded down and it's just really beaten up. But the posers, they have skateboards clean enough to serve food on. So when it comes to the domain of interpersonal relationships, easy superiority becomes a little more cunning and elusive. For example, the kid is always causing trouble. He's the rebel. This is a form of easy superiority because deep down, he lacks intrinsic self-worth, so he must make up for it by attracting attention from others. It makes him, quote-unquote, special, which gives him superiority over others who are just, sheep that follow the herd. And what about social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook? I'm sure many of us are slowly coming to the awareness that the number of followers we have does not make us superior to others or better than others. But there's still a large group of people who do believe that this is the case. We post on Instagram to showcase to others our amazing lives, right? Even though our lives we could be totally miserable and unhappy and unfulfilled inside, on the outside, we are totally, living the life, living the dream, having a blast, right? So the other day, I saw 3 girls playing volleyball, and they couldn't even keep the ball up for more than 5 seconds. And it was very funny, and I was basically trying not to laugh. And after they finished playing, one of the girls took a selfie of herself holding a volleyball in one hand and, probably went up on her Instagram story with a volleyball emoji and saying, "Oh, I played volleyball today. It was so fun, soaking in the sun. Oh, yeah." And, them actually playing volleyball was conveniently left out. So, from my observations, I found that a person's intrinsic confidence and self-worth is typically inversely proportional to the frequency he posts on social media platforms. So what I mean by this is the less a person posts, the more that person is intrinsically content and satisfied. So this goes back to what was said earlier. A person who has intrinsic self-worth and confidence has little need to flaunt or attract other people's attention. You know, this also applies to the quality of relationships an individual has. The more somebody posts about how much fun they're having with friends, you know, the less fun they are actually probably having. Just think about this for a second. If you're really having that much fun with your friends, why would you want to stop what you're doing to post on social media to show those who weren't invited how much fun you're having, right? You know, I understand that for women, they want to show others how hot and beautiful they are, and you know, they'll like to post on Instagram, you know, more frequently than men, and then they have all their girlfriends commenting on the post saying, "Oh my gosh, you're stunning, you're so hot, girl, you're slaying, damn, go get it." You know, I totally get that, right? It's natural for a woman to do that because, you know, it makes them feel attractive, it makes them feel, you know, just really beautiful and sexy. And it also makes these thirsty boys drool all over them, and you know, the attention that they get certainly, you know, feels good, right? But that being said, there should always be moderation. If you post too much, perhaps it's an indication of low self-confidence. And frankly speaking, a lot of women don't have moderation with social media these days. And in my opinion, it's made a lot of women really dependent on social media, and it's made them quite spoiled as well due to, you know, the amount of attention that they're getting. And it's made a lot of women quite entitled and stuck up, and I don't find that to be very attractive, you know, because these girls, they're not down to earth, and they're always sort of walking around thinking they're celebrities, but you know, they're not the center of the world, and I just don't find that very attractive. So yeah, anyways, that's it for this video, and thank you guys for listening.